Hey there, buddy boys. So today I've got another great candy corn review. Lots of new candy corn that I've found, including, well, to start us off, I thought I'd show off this one. You'll notice that it has distinctive, a distinctive ridge along here, and you'll notice the white streaks and craters, basically, that are quite noticeable on it. And I'd say that's what makes this candy corn significant. Hey there, buddy boys. So, this candy corn is pretty interesting because if you look at it, you'll notice that it has the top, the tip is very compacted looking, but what really makes it is you'll notice that this triangular region right here features this raised bit, and I don't think that's something I've seen very much, although I can't imagine that's that uncommon, and that's what makes this one special. Hey there, buddy boys. So this candy corn, you'll notice something quite interesting about it. If you look, you'll see it has this sort of ring going around the tip. I don't think I've seen that very much, and you can see it just dribbles down here to the end. It sticks out a little bit, actually. And it's almost like a volcano erupting, but instead of magma, it's sugar. The pure sugary delight of candy corn. And I don't think I've seen this before. It's a very, very interesting manufacturing defect that you would actually get this sort of ring of sugar, it looks like, going around here, which I suppose that it does explain the bit that drips off. And you'll also notice that the tip is it's much more of a, it doesn't come to a very clear point, but it's not really compacted like lots of candy corn are, and that's what makes this one special. Hey there, buddy boys. So this candy corn, it's not that unusual, but you'll notice that rather than being just orange with no white, it has it has a very small white tip, very small. I'd say it's rather unusual, but not that uncommon to see this white tip without going into the all orange territory. And, well, that's what makes this candy corn special. Hey there, buddy boys. So, next I've got quite a few interesting candy corn. This first one, it's pretty, you'll notice there's no white bit, but this one's a bit different from other ones in that you'll notice it has this large triangular protrusion where you can clearly see it goes along the white area and comes up here, and the other side looks normal. This is what the triangle should look like, and not this. It looks almost like it has overgrown, so to speak, and that's what makes this candy corn significant. Hey there, buddy boys. So next, I've decided just to count how many ones without white tips I could find, and in this bag, I did not have a complete bag at the time of making this. In this bag, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 candy corn that I could find that did not have a orange or a white tip. And you'll notice this one, I think, is in particular fairly deformed in that you can see that more distinctly the orange section, it actually breaks off off the yellow thing and comes onto the bottom in this circular shape. almost like we are seeing a cross section of some sort of pipe in the ground, and that's what makes these candy corns significant. Hey there, buddy boys. So this next candy corn, I thought it was very unusual in that at first I thought it was actually just a broken piece of a candy corn, but then I looked at the bottom and I noticed that it was not a clean break like lots of broken candy corn are. Instead, it actually had the rounded bits and the curves that you would see on a candy corn that was naturally defective. And since we all know that candy corn do not self-cauterize, this means that this was not in fact a broken candy corn as far as I can tell, but instead was a very interesting manufacturing defect in that it is a very small piece with no yellow, very little white. It's almost like it broke off during making the piece. I don't know how they make candy corn. I should look into that, but it's very interesting, and that's why it's significant. Hey there, buddy boys. So last but not least is a candy corn that I found and I was immediately excited about, because this candy corn, it is the first all-yellow piece of candy corn that I have seen. There is no orange and there is no white. It is, in fact, all yellow. All yellow. It's not just semi-yellow, it is fully yellow. And you'll compare it to a regular candy corn, and you'll notice it is a significant bit shorter. It's much more of an, I suppose you could call an egg shape, so to speak, than the regular candy corn. And it has a bit of a groove going here. And, well, I think it's very exciting that I am one of the few people in the world, the entire world, who has held in their hand a yellow candy corn. Not just semi-yellow, fully yellow. All yellow.